Tom Farquharson, PGA number 0151620. So, here today to talk to you about the chip shot, how it's played, what it's played with, that sort of thing. So, first things first, you can play a chip shot with a 9-iron, 7-iron lob wedge, depending on what sort of chip shot you've got, what trajectory you require, that sort of thing. I've got a 9-iron here, I have a 7-iron lob wedge just here, but for me, for this shot, I'm using with a 9-iron. Should spend about 50% of its time in the air, 50% of its time on the ground. 7-iron should be 75-25 favouring the ground, lob wedge should be 75-25 favouring the air. Like I said, depending on the chip shot you've got, you decide what club you need, but for this shot, I need a 9-iron. Chip shot is played just off the green, so you've missed the green with your approach shot, whatever number shot that may be. And then you want to try and get this ball as close to the hole as possible, give yourself the best chance of making par. It's a pretty straight shot. No curvature, directions to be dead straight, with a pretty low trajectory, usually, so depending on the chip shot, but 9 times out of 10 we want to get that ball on the green as quick as we possibly can. And therefore it's a low trajectory and just get that ball rolling. Distance can be changed, but I'll explain that in a minute. So first things first, face angle. I'm going to the target of the flag just there. I want that face square to the target. What it's going to do is give me the best chance of striking that ball out of the middle of the club, and it's going to give me the correct dynamic loft. Reasons for this: if I open or close that face like so, it's going to promote the toe or the heel to the ball. I want that face being square to the target and lining that ball up at the middle of the face to give me the best chance of when the club gets back to actually strike that ball out the middle of the face. Dynamic loft, we open it, it increases, close the club, it decreases. So to give ourselves the best chance of actually getting the correct dynamic loft, we want a square target. Sorry, square face to target. Ball position. The ball position needs to be slightly back of centre to try and give us that descending angle of approach into the back of the ball to get that ball again launching low and rolling out as close to the flag as we possibly can. Ball position will also affect dynamic loft. Decreasing it will put that ball, if you put the ball too far back, that dynamic loft will be decreased. We want to try and have it a couple of inches back of centre, a little bit like this, again to get that descending blow and get that dynamic loft going down into the club. Ball position can affect centre to strike. If we're too far back, I'm going to promote the bottom of the club to hit that ball. Sorry, too far back, I'm going to promote the top of the club to hit the ball. If it's too far forward, the bottom of the club shows, the leading edge shows, and there's a good chance you're going to thin it. Posture. So, with the ball position back, our sternum's going to be ahead of the ball. We're going to lean into it like that, so 70% of our weight is on that left foot, and then again get that descending blow into the back of the ball and get that ball launching lower. Posturing, we can grip down it a little bit as well and get a little bit closer to it like this to try and get that centre to strike spot on and get ourselves a little bit more control. Stance is going to be slightly narrower than a shoulder's width, so if we're going here, if we're going this little flag here, it'll be slightly narrower than shoulder's width to give ourselves the best chance of hitting that nice little short, low club head speed shot just to this flag here. That can be altered, but I'll come on to that in a minute. With the stance, we want to draw our left foot back and left hip as well, and what that's going to do is try and give ourselves the best chance of then clearing ourselves into the shot. It's only a little shot, so we haven't got a lot of time at impact, so what we're going to do is clear ourselves and get ourselves in our impact position as soon as we possibly can. Our shoulders being parallel, what that's going to do is create an in to square to in club path and get us launching that ball directly at the hole, going dead straight. We draw our left foot back like we said, but that shouldn't affect our club path too much. It's going to be with the shoulders, it's going to be in to square to in. Right, so the swing, the actual swing with a chip shot, with a shot like this, because we're only going sort of 8 to 10 yards or so, it's going to be pretty much a one lever swing. Nice narrow stance, like I said, to control that club head speed and control the length of swing. The longer that swing, the faster the club head speed is going to be, therefore the further that ball is going to go. So for a shot like this, if we're going just to this flag here, narrow stance just inside shoulders width, a one lever swing like this, we're only going back and through with a rock of the shoulders, back and through. Get that club struck out in the middle of the ball struck out in the middle of the club, get that ball rolling as soon as possible. If you wanted to hit a bit of a longer chip shot, we can increase that swing speed by getting a bit of a longer swing like this. There's still only a one lever swing out the middle. That ball will travel a little bit further.